Hello there, because we owe it a responsibility to bring you happenings around the cultural cycle. Today on Culture Space, we happily present to you a lowdown of what went down at the 2015 Osun Osogbo Festival. After a 4-hour journey from the center of excellence, Lagos, we eventually got to Osogbo in the land of virtue, Osun State, for the 2015 Osun Osogbo Festival. As popularly known, the Osun Osogbo Festival, which takes place every year in Osogbo, Nigeria, celebrates the goddess of fertility, Osun. This year's 2015 Osun Osogbo Festival began on the 11th of August and ended on the 21st of August. The traditional and cultural town of Osogbo was in full gear as many people and groups could be seen marrying, dancing and enjoying the many activities of the festival. For the 2 weeks of the festival, there were a buzz of activities ranging from concerts, cultural dances, carnivals, but the grand finale is when a virgin from the royal lineage, popularly called Arugba, carries a big calabash full of supplications to sacrifice to the goddess of the Osun River. Grand finale, several happenings were taking place at the same time. People could be seen selling beads and other craft works, while the Arugba will first receive blessings from the Atauja at the palace before carrying our load to embark on a journey. Back there at the Osogbo Grove, there were several activities ranging from devotees worshipping at different shrines and people carrying kegs of water taken from the Osun River. The bank of the river was loaded with people who have come to appease the goddess of the Osun River, carrying with them kola nuts, white pigeons and other materials. While people awaited the arrival of the Arugba, there were dance processions from different groups. People from far and wide also journeyed down to the shrine to take part in the festivities of the grand finale. Amongst them were popular celebrities, tourists and devotees of Osun who have come to take part of the festival. One thing was peculiar: all the devotees of the Osun goddess were dressed in white, which is a symbol of purity, according to them. A little minutes before noon, the Arugba takes a long walk from the king's palace in Ojaoba down to Isale Osun, where the grove is located. The Arugba was dressed in a white traditional attire, and she carried a large calabash which was covered with a red clothing that also partially covered her face. She was followed by a large crowd, as already she is seen as an intermediary between the gods and the people. The Arugba was really the cynosure of the eyes, as people looked on from various houses to catch a glimpse of her walking past the street. Another thing was peculiar: on the sight of the Arugba, people snapped their fingers over their heads to ward off evils away from them. After a long walk, the Arugba finally reaches the grove, and she enters a room no one is allowed to enter. While the Arugba's duty was ongoing, at another corner of the grove, the Ataoja arrives the party venue where the celebration takes place. He is accompanied by his wives and other emissaries. After the national anthem was sung, prayers for the community was made by the Ataoja. After several minutes, the Arugba comes out of the room carrying that same load as she heads out of the grove. After that, different groups in the community, well represented, sang and danced while they pay homage to the king. The devotees of Shango, Oya and the Egungun masquerades, and of course the Eyo, also had their special performances. People who participated in the 2015 edition of Osun Osogbo Festival applauded its uniqueness and cultural values. Some of the participants had this to say. My name is Adebayo Tijani, and we are presently in Osun Osogbo. Though I have not been to the holy pilgrimage in Mecca, but news has it that the number of people that come for the Osun Festival are more than the pilgrims in Mecca yearly.
We celebrate the Osun Festival yearly. 10,000s of people, both home and abroad, do not miss the opportunity to pay homage to our god Osun because she's a good mother. She's very devoted to us as a mother, and she hears us when we call, and heals all diseases and affirmatives when called upon. I thank God Almighty because we set this day aside and it was successful. I pray for more of these celebrations in God's name. We also prayed for Osun State and Nigeria at large. I believe all our supplications will be accepted.
The Osun Oshogbo Festival will indeed remain an unforgettable experience for the participants, and in their words, never will it come close to extinction.